What's up, everybody? We have a big one that we're about to talk about. Probably the biggest game of the season. I mean, not the season, the weekend for the NFL. Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveled to SoFi Stadium to take on the Rams. Both teams undefeated and have some amazing quarterbacks who have already delivered a game-winning drive each so far this season. It is going to be a big one. This could be the next Kansas City Rams game. This could be the next Saints 49ers game. This could be the next Ravens Browns game. This one should be a fest. And this should be a great game between the greatest quarterback of all time and Matthew Stafford. All right, let's preview both teams coming into this week. So, injury-wise, it looks like the Buccaneers will be without Antonio Brown, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Jaden Mickens. All of those players are pretty vital to the team, to be honest. I mean, Pierre-Paul is an elite linebacker, we can all agree on. And then Antonio Brown has become a favorite for Tom Brady. And Mickens is also an underrated favorite for Tom Brady. So he is without two of his favorite targets. Of course, there's going to be, he still has Godwin. He still has Evans. He still has Tyler Johnson. And then he can always bring in Jalen Darden, the draft pick. And then for the Rams, injury-wise, they'll be without tight end Jacob Harris. Well, he's questionable as of September 23rd. And then Darrell Henderson is questionable coming into this game. But the Rams will have Sony Michel and Jake Funk if things go awry for the Rams in the running game and they don't get Darrell Henderson back. And it's shaping up to be a very tight matchup. Both of these teams have been rolling pretty well. The Buccaneers, we all saw the kickoff game. Tom Brady had to deliver a game-winning drive against the Cowboys, who appear to be a very good team this year. So that was a quality win for the Bucs. And then they had a tight-knit game between the Falcons before they pulled away in the fourth quarter and won it 48-25. But don't let the score fool you. The Falcons were in it for most of the game. And then for the Rams, they blew out the Bears. They had some struggles in that game, but for the most part, they took care of business and ended up winning by 20 points, 34-14. Let me just make sure I got the score right. Yep. And then they had a little bit of a tight game with the Colts, and Matthew Stafford had to deliver a game-winning drive against the Colts. But they ultimately walked out of there with a victory, and Matthew Stafford showed that he could win it under pressure. This is going to be this is going to be so exciting. I'm just really excited for this game, as Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, Higbee. Oh, man. Tutu Atwell when they incorporate him in. Deshaun Jackson. The Rams' high-octane offense. And then they'll have Sony Michel. And then they might need to bring in Jake Funk if Henderson doesn't pan out for tomorrow. And even then, I'm sure they're not going to heavily load Darrell Henderson's plate for tomorrow. But they're both coming off some amazing performances. And the Rams are looking really good offensively. As the Buccaneers, yes, like we mentioned, they just took down the Falcons. Their defense got 3 picks on Matt Ryan. And Tom Brady went for 5 touchdowns, 276 yards, and 24 for 36. And Fournette and Ronald Jones are not easy running backs to contain. So, not to mention Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Godwin, Evans, Tyler Johnson, Cameron Brate, and then Ronald Jones is and Fournette are not too bad out of the backfield either, as they're really good on the perimeter and really good up the middle. As for the defenses, we know the Buccaneers returning most of their defense. They will be out without Jason Pierre-Paul, but everyone else should be pretty healthy coming in here. Carlton Davis led the team, Tampa Bay's defense in tackles. He had 8 tackles. Levante David had 5. And then Whitehead and Mike Edwards had 4 tackles apiece. And then Devin White, Vita Vey, Antoine Whitfield, Cockrell, James Dean. I could go on and on all day about, how good their defense is. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense are going to probably have had quite the film study, as this Tampa Bay defense is not an easy one to score against. But lucky for the Rams, neither is the Rams defense easy to score on, as last year they were arguably the best defense in the NFL, which was odd. Sorry, I have a cold, but which was odd considering that they're, under McVay, they're known for their offense. But the Rams defense stepped up, and Raheem Morris has done a pretty impressive job, as they were able to, for the most part, come up and keep the Rams within the game against the Colts. And they had, Darrell Henderson is arguably the best player in the NFL defensively. And then Taylor Rapp is an amazing safety. Darius Williams, Jalen Ramsey, Leonard Floyd, Jordan Fuller, who is an amazing safety as well, Gaines, David Long, Justin Hollins. The list goes on and on. We could talk all day about how good the players on the Rams defense are as well. But ultimately, what will determine that will be how they'll do tomorrow. This one could go either way, in my opinion, but I do think the Rams will pull this one off. If they were able to beat Tom Brady and the Bucs with Jared Goff, they could certainly do it with Matthew Stafford, as Matthew Stafford has shown to be legit. Though I'm not going to say that the Rams are going to come in and destroy the Bucs. That is not what I'm trying to say at all. The Bucs will definitely give the Rams a close game. They could even win it, I'm just saying I predict that the Rams will be able to overcome and will win by a field goal or a touchdown, I want to say. I think it will be a tight-knit game, as it always is with Tom Brady. And it will be certainly a game to watch, as that will be America's Game of the Week on Fox at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. And then you go off of that for your certain time regions. But this one will be exciting. I hope that it will not disappoint. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just let me know down below any more video suggestions you have for me as I'm starting off this channel. Any advice or constructive criticism you have for me to help me get better and improve as I'm starting out this YouTube gig with talking about sports. I do have another channel, but it was mainly doing goofball stuff like challenges and stuff. Like, this is my first serious YouTube channel. And just let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.